I'm Drea and welcome to Vermilion Lane. Today we're going to be making one of my all-time favorite dishes, roasted asparagus, and we could really stop there, but we are going to be tossing our roasted asparagus in this amazing, warm, kind of sweet and sour apricot vinaigrette, topping that with crunchy toasted walnuts and tangy goat cheese. It is really as delicious as it sounds, and what I love so much about this dish is that it's really refined in its appearance and taste. So you could serve it as a brunch item, you could serve it at a dinner party, but you could also just serve it for your humble little family of 5 just like me. So let's get started. So again, your ingredients are incredibly important. I've got my favorite apricot preserves. Please just go with whatever you have locally or bon maman if you're looking for something in your grocery store. Some lovely goat cheese. You can also use feta, but I prefer French feta because it's a bit more creamy. But this is goat cheese that I'm using today. And I decided to go ahead and go with candied walnuts because my husband has kind of got a bit of a sweet tooth, even for his veggies, but you can obviously just toast off your own walnuts or pecans if you prefer. And a beautiful Pinot Grigio vinegar or champagne vinegar will do, just as long as it's clear and really light and refreshing. I forgot to mention that I've also got an all-important, really good extra virgin olive oil. So let's take our asparagus and toss it with that couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Just a quick and easy toss. Now I'm gonna go in super heavy with my fresh cracked black pepper. And remember, we're only seasoning here with salt and pepper. So I'm using a kosher salt, coarse grind. Kosher salt because it's a little more mild. It doesn't have that harsh, salty taste. Gives us that lovely flavor without overdoing it. So easy. So I want all of my friends here to breathe together. So I've got an extra long pan, just a cookie sheet. With this insert, you do not need that. So this is the most important part, and please don't forget it. You're gonna roast these asparagus at 400 degrees, but in order for this recipe to really pop, your asparagus need to pop too. You do not want limp asparagus. You do not want soggy asparagus. You want your asparagus to be really crisp on the inside so that this recipe tastes like spring. So 400 degrees at the absolute max, I'd say 12 minutes, but that's if you had some real big boy asparagus. My guys are pretty skinny. So I'm gonna give them about 10 minutes on 400. This is gonna be so good. In the meantime, we're gonna make our vinaigrette. I like to make this vinaigrette right in the measuring cup that I'm going to pour it over the asparagus in, just because that saves time. And who wants an extra dish to do? We're gonna give this a quick 15-20 seconds in the microwave, just to loosen it up a bit. It's a little tight right now, it came out of the refrigerator. And that way it'll make it a lot easier to put our vinaigrette together. So a quick eyeball of a couple tablespoons of my champagne vinegar. I have Pinot Grigio vinegar to be precise, but whichever you have will certainly work. Then I want to come up really high with my oil and give it a really fast whisk, drizzling the oil in, bringing the vinaigrette together the whole time. Back to my kosher salt. Liberally we're salting this. Remember that the only thing that we're using to season it, it's just like our asparagus, salt and pepper. So how am I doing on time? I've got just a couple of minutes before I need to check my asparagus. The only way to make sure this is right is to give it a taste. Tangy, sweet, tart, perfectly seasoned. I can't wait to drizzle this over our asparagus. Oh my gosh, this asparagus is nothing short of gorgeous. Look at that. Still bright green, Crisp and delicious. So I cannot wait to show you what this looks like. Now remember how we agreed this was going to be super easy. I made the vinaigrette right in this glass measuring cup. It took absolutely no time at all. You can use any nut that you like. Again, I'm going for candied walnuts because that's hubby's fave. Chop them or serve them whole as I am because I really, again, like the look of it. Same with your delicious crumbled goat cheese. Again, you can always use feta. And just for good measure, a few last drizzles on top. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to my channel, and should you choose to recreate this recipe, I hope that you will share videos and pictures and comments below. You can also march over to vermilionlane.com where you can see far more tips and tricks, recipes and crafts, and so very much more. I hope to see you there. Thanks again for watching. Bye.